was stashed under all that blonde weave, right? And this is my natural hair, clearly. I've had it this way. I've been natural for, well, this time, for about 2.5, 3 years. So that's what I did. So around the end of '08, I cut it off. Completely off. I cut it completely off. Sure, just gone. And it was a pretty bold move at the time. Um, it was fine with me. I had short hair before, and really didn't bother me to have the little itty bitty bush bush, you know. So I love the transition. I love what it felt like to watch it grow out into this shrunken fro. And basically, this is the aftermath of the takedown, which, please, please be careful when taking down your weaves. One of my friends, she joked with me that I was kind of crazy because I take down my weaves with a razor, attached to one of those X-Acto knives that architects normally use to cut. So I just go with a razor and take nips at the thread, which is by far probably very dangerous because it's probably easy to cut your hair with such a very sharp razor. Um, but I'm comfortable with it because I know where I made my stitches, and I know I'm comfortable with finding it, and pulling it apart, finding little, the little knots or whatever, and just going in. Because after it starts to grow out a little bit over that 3-week period, it's a little fuzzy. It's a little, it's not so much fun trying to find thread and all that. So, but when I do find it, then I can just nick it and keep going. Like I said, be careful. You don't want to start cutting away at what you think is thread, and it's really a piece of your braid, and you take down your braids, and half of it's in your hand. Yeah, you don't want to go through that. I can't imagine a woman wanting to go through that. So, if you can, even if you put in your own tracks, try and get a friend to take them out for you, someone you trust to be patient and take their time in doing it, or even a stylist. If you have a stylist you normally go to, even if you put the tracks in yourself, get someone else to take it out, if you're not all that comfortable. Because I don't think a lot of people are comfortable taking down their own tracks. So, like I said, be careful. Again, one thing I've discovered along the way, especially with having natural hair, I don't know if this works the same way for the relaxed ladies, but I must condition before I even think of washing my hair. Conditioner must be touching my scalp at some point before I even take my braids out. So when I've got it braided down and it's all, a little maze of braids and whatever's going on under there, I once I've taken down the tracks, pulled out as much loose thread as I can see, I will put conditioner on it. Conditioner. Because I'll tell you this, I had a horrific event once, taking down some braids, and afterwards washing it, and them deciding that they wanted to lock up together because they loved each other. I'm not really sure what that was about. So I'm in the shower and my hair is, for some reason, fusing together. Now, unless this is what you're going for, you might have a problem with your hair just randomly deciding to lock together. And from then on, I realized that maybe I should condition it before putting any sort of shampoo, especially a clarifying shampoo, into your hair. So the conditioner goes on before I even take the braids out. So I just lather up that matted, fuzzy ring of braids, and then I start to pull them out. Once they're out and it's all, conditioner, and it's a little dirty, and it's a little, you know what happens, right? You want to get in there, those fingernails, go for that scalp. Um, I add more conditioner while I'm in the shower, under a sink, whatever I decide to do at the time. I add more conditioner on top of it. Lather it up, start scrubbing the scalp. Rinse, then the shampoo, then another conditioner. Now, the first conditioner I'll use, maybe some old cheapo conditioner, nothing too fancy. I normally use the VO5. You can get it for like 89 cents. So you just buy bottles of those. When they go on sale, I just buy a few of them and just keep them. Like if they go on sale for like 50 cents or something like that, I'll get a few of them and just stash them because I know I'm going to use them eventually. And they have like called Moisture Milks. I like that one better than the original VO5 shampoo and conditioners. So I'll use the Moisture Milks, and they work really well. They work really well. Just as a nice little cheapo condition wash. So just lather up with a cheapo conditioner, shampoo, whatever shampoo you use, to really get your scalp nice and clean. I like the ones with menthol in it. Oh. I'll shampoo, then put your good, maybe a little more expensive conditioner. It's the one that you might spend a little more money on. I do like Pantene's Relaxed or Natural shampoo and conditioners as well. The conditioner is my favorite as opposed to the shampoo. I love the way the conditioner feels. I love the afterwards. I don't feel like I've rinsed it all out of my head. Even though I've rinsed it clean, I still feel the softness. And since I'm a wash and go girl, I love the freedom of being able to wash it and then just condition or whatever and then keep going and it's not crunchy. And then I'll use the leave-in conditioner of the same brand. Once I've rinsed out the shampoo and conditioner, just kind of towel squeeze it. You don't want to, because you'll mush it, and I find that I get more shrinkage when I try to towel dry it, and it gets drier if I try to do that. So I'll just towel squeeze it. Just pull it through like this. This is fresh wash. This is what I call the first wash after a takedown. My first wash after a takedown is just to get the gunk out from the sweating and the me not being able to get to my scalp twice a week like I normally do. Because I normally go in and do a good wash and condition twice a week. And not being able to do that for 3 weeks, me going in and scrubbing the hell out of it and just vigorous. And the first wash, I don't do too much. I just finger comb it with the shampoo and conditioner, just finger comb through it. Make sure that there's no more string in there, no more thread from the tracks. Get out a lot of the dead hair that I would have shed during the course of that 3 weeks or so, that was still sort of trapped in there. And that's about it. Keep it nice and moisturized, oil it, spray it down, whatever, and keep going. Then the second wash, which will come probably tomorrow, is when I go in and I'll just do a condition wash to detangle it. Go in there, take sections, comb out the sections, braid them up, and take another section, detangle, braid it up, and then come out, and I'll probably this time blow dry it out, and then trim my ends. That's another thing. Trim your ends. Natural girls, you don't want split ends. You might not be able to notice it when you're in a fro sort of fashion, but they're there, and it's damaging. You want to trim your ends. Don't ignore it. When you have a relaxer, you get your ends trimmed, fairly regularly, I suppose. I know I did when I had a relaxer. I would go in to a salon and have them trim my ends. But I noticed that a lot of natural girls don't mention trimming their ends on their channels. trim your ends. You still get breakage and damage and split ends like any other hair texture, style, whatever. You still get breakage, and if you don't pay attention to split ends. So I'll go in and probably blow dry it out, blow dry it straight, um, and trim my ends as needed. I won't shape it or anything, but I'll trim the ends because it's probably due time to do it. So make sure you remember condition, condition, and trim.
Give me that